Well, for some reason, it did not quite work. It did not. Which I don't mind though, as long as I get some kind of like. Let's see. Let's see. I was kind of hoping to get a little bit of time to pull up my YouTube stuff, but I guess I just didn't want to do it with me. Let's see here. View my channel. We are live. What do we sound like? Now, is it this right here? Or is it right here? No, yeah, okay, cool. So they are working. The glasses are sounding good. We'll mute it out then. Good, dude. Love YouTube. Love YouTube. All right. So now we'll get into the analytics of it. Just in case I have a viewer so I can look and see if I have any comments. But yeah, so what we're going to be doing, let's pop out the mini nail. We'll get right into it. All righty. Let's throw that there. Now, I'll try to come up and show you guys a little bit of what we're looking at. So you're going to toss on your ball vape and then oh, nice. Wow. Oh, let's see. Hold on one sec though, baby. Hey, it's 4:30 and still no show. Boy, that's nice. Let's do this. God, that thing right there, dude. That is like one of the best ways to smoke, I swear. Let me see here. Let me go back over and get out of that. Only because it was annoying. Switched. Facebook annoying. All right, let's see. Let's see if we. Oh, yeah, I can also do this one last thing. Hmm. Oh, Jesus. Girl. That girl just now, that was crazy. All right. There we go. God, that thing was good. I'm gonna tell you what, that first rip did it, bruh. That first rip did it. Bruh, so tasty. That is tasty. Alright, let's see what everybody's doing. Let's see what everybody's doing. Let's let that warm up. Bro, that was absolutely delicious. Ooh, I thought I was gonna have to catch it. That thing is dope-tastic. There we go. Let's throw in. Let's make sure we're like uploaded and nice and caught up here with everybody. Just make sure I don't have any comments. I think we're good on that end. Also, it's only 4:38, so I can't go into the garden and show you guys anything just yet. But I was thinking what we may do is my doggy Wogs, he needs to go on a dog park, a little trip here in a second. So we may do that. But let's do one more bong rip with this freaking ball vape here. Dude, this thing has been literally changing up the way I smoke. Like, I can't even deny this thing is absolutely dope. Like, it took me a little bit of some dialing in, but it's like I see now why they put it out, and like I see why they put it on the market. Like, this thing is, it's like slowly but surely changing up the way that I smoke. Whereas like before, I was all about dabbing, and I just felt like dabbing was the end all be all. Um, but it's like it is true. We have come a long way now. Like, we do have a way to use flour without having to extract it and just extract it on use. Like, it's pretty dope. All right, let's try it out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you're gonna load in your flour bong here. Get it kind of like this. Hopefully you guys can see it. I was trying to see you. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you'll load it in. Have it like that. You put your flour into the chamber. Um, just like here. Now you do want to kind of keep it below that line right here because the unit's going to sit right there. But you're going to throw it like this. Slide it right on. Just like so. Once it's on, cheers. Man, that's good. Hold on, watch this. Such good ribs. Such clean and just such good ribs. I can tell though the heat's not as hot as it was. Let's let it heat back up. Let's let it heat back up. Oh my god, that's good though. Boy, that was good. Not getting quite the cloud though. Let's let it warm back up. God, that's so good though. Just the flavor and the potency that you get off of it without that like harsh sort of like lung strippy feel that I like gave up the flour pretty much for. Um, It was one of the biggest reasons that I went to just purely dabbing, but just because the flower harshness of that combustion was just, ugh, it was leaving stuff like anyway. But this does not. It doesn't leave behind that like super stripped out, like rawed out lung feel that the flower usually does. Super good stuff. Um, but now I will say that was one of the things that took me a second because like at first I would get hits like the one I just got, which are okay, but they're not like the hits that I'm looking for. And so I was like, first I was a little bit like, oh no, but now it's like I figured it out. What it is, there is a little bit more of a like heat process that you do have to go through because of the ball vape being metal and then having those glass pearls in there or the ruby terp pearls in there. That ruby takes a little bit longer than I kind of thought to really permeate that heat and get through the unit and actually heat it to where you want to be. So that is the one thing though, like in between uses, you do have to give it a little bit of time in order for it to get back up to that ambient temperature that you're looking for. But I mean, it's not nothing crazy. It's nothing that you're gonna, to be honest, for me, it's kind of a good little thing between heat ups. If I'll do something else, like look over something. I mean, because truly, too, like you want to hit back to back, but like if you'll give it a minute to let that effect permeate, sometimes you realize, like even me, I'm like, oof. Okay, that first one was strong. But I mean, in all reality, it is a con. I always do try to rate things like pros and cons, and that was the one thing about the wireless mini nail that I found as a con was heat up time. Because I do think that like if you let it go a good 10-15 minutes on the initial heat up to really let those pearls and that like metal and everything really get to that nice well-rounded fully ambient temperature, it just, man, the hits are night and day. It screams at you. But it's just, it's one of those things that I do try to find cons and pros and cons. But it's like it is a little bit of a con on heat up time that you probably would have a much less heat up time in between if you're going to be using, like for instance, if you're somebody like me who's sitting here mostly alone, predominantly on my stream, trying to avoid a torch, like this thing is Gucci gangster. And it's just because for the bulk of it, like you are just chilling, letting it do all of it. You don't have to have a torch. You don't have to have nothing. Now, here is something though that I did find as a pro. All right, because of it, you can take the unit out and torch heat it with a torch. So, for instance, if you want it to get hotter quicker, I have found that like you can skip the warm up. So that is a little bit of a hank stank tip on it that I found that if you do have a torch and you want to get it a little bit warmer faster, it does help if you want to, and like, if you just got to get it hot quicker, you can torch it to get it warmer initially. But I still don't feel like realistically you need any of that. Because again, the whole point of it is to try to dodge the torch. I do think that if you'll just give it a little time, let that thing come and do its job, it'll work. I do think though that that is a negative, like, or a con to the unit being like the pro being that it's cordless, well, the con being that, okay, well, it takes a little longer to heat up between. Whereas if it was corded, there'd be no heat up time. Like you could literally just set it down, pack a bong, pull it right back over and use it. No heat up, no waiting at all. So I would say it like this: if you're say going to be a sesher, like where you're sitting somewhere and a lot of people are going to be using it and you're going to be passing it over and over, I would go with the corded unit on the ball vape. If you're somebody who is like me, who it's just a simple, you're just sitting here pulling on your own, it's not like you've got a million people to dab out and smoke out, then I would say definitely go with the cordless one. Especially for me, I hate the cords. I love being able to pull this unit out like this. Cheers. There we go. Yeah. Dude, baller. And we're still just lightly browned. Just lightly browned. Ooh. I'm pretty sure we toasted her. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys a little trick ski. A little trick. This will be my last little one. I'm going to toast on here for a sec because it's going to get me steamed. Alright, so now check this out. Now, if you're somebody who's like this, who is like afraid of dabbing, right? Like it's just a little too much. It's all a lot. It's just a little like I think that this also might be your thing. For instance, like now what I like to do between to clean out the thing is I'll do this. I won't actually inhale that smoke though. It was just to clean her out. Now we're good to go. Now here's what I would say. Let's pull out a little bit because we're really just going to try to do a dab, but we're going to dry our dab. All right, so what we'll do, let's dump all these out. Let's keep the biggest ones. I always like to do that. All right. Okay. Now let's crumble these up. Get them ready. And then we're going to need some rosin. Not just anything. Not just a resin. Rosin. Yep. We're going to have some resin and rosin and rosin and resin. Resin and rosin. Nah, but look. All right. Now we got it all crumbled. Let's get her packed. All right, perfect. Right there. And then we need our concentrate. So what we'll do is we make a little layer right there. All right, once we get a nice little layer, what we'll do is take out our concentrate. Okay. Yeah, let me get out our concentrate. Now, it does really work really well if you have the saber or some sort of hot knife. A hot knife in general. Some form of hot knife. It shall work. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what I like to do is I'll use just a little though, because like I'm not trying to, but what I mean is you want to use like a little bit and then do this. Kind of, I use like little drops all around. So I'll start in the middle. Oh yeah. And then we drop in a little bit more on this side. All right. And then because we don't need much, it's just a littlest bit right here. Boom. There we go. And that will do it. And I'll show you guys what we're looking at. So we've got, oh, that scared me a little bit. I thought I broke something, but no. So we've got, do you see? And just put 2 little dots right there. And then what'll happen is once we throw our once we throw our ball vape over the top, it's going to vaporize the rosin and the terpene. So we're going to get a little bit of almost like a donut effect, but without any of the paper or the burning or the gross. All right. So here we go. I'll let that get a nice little melt. All right. Cheers. Oh, bro. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. God bless. I may put a little more in there than I thought I did. Hold on. It's just like, oh, it's not so much the oh, it's the head rush. Okay. All right. Sometimes I haven't done a dab in days. I've been smoking on this thing like this and like, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I definitely did it, dude. Because like I can. Oh, I was speaking with the ancestors there for a second. Speaking with the ancestors. Ah, jeez Louise. Yeah, that didn't even touch the flower. All that did was vape the freaking concentrate. Hey, yeah, that was a whew, shuckatake. Whew. All right, let's try. Like, you know what? Let's put a little more on there. Like, no, no, because I'm like, yeah. Whew. Get out of here. Clickety clack. I'm high and back. All right. Jeez Louise, that one got me, bro. Whew, woo. All right. I'm thinking it's 4:54. So we may end up over at the dog park with the bird. And then I know I got like another hour still for the lights to cut on over here. Now I was in there last night, got a bunch of stuff done, but I did want to go ahead and get the humidifier refilled. Also, we are pretty much, I think I've got like one more compost tea, and we are just gonna water with cow mag up until like the end. And then as soon as we feel, good and sufficient, we want to start like flushing out the pot, we're gonna like draw over to just pure water. But we've got like maybe I don't know, like, it's not like not long, not crazy amounts of time left. Like, we really are in the downward slide right now. Now we're just finishing up the bulk, and then the next stage will be to frost them out. That's why we have one more compost tea. I do have another compost that I would like to give them that's gonna have to do with a little bit more nitrogen, so it's gonna be dope. Now we don't want to go too heavy because if we do, we'll notice some foxtailing. But man, we are like all in all though looking pretty darn good. Um, I do gotta figure out water though. Like I've got to start being able to get even more water. Like it's I'm gonna have to like what I mean is like I may have to start filling up a bucket in the morning. That's actually what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to go in there and fill up in fact, here, while we're talking, let me let's do it. Okay, because like right now, if I go ahead and fill up a bucket, then the next time that I need it. Does that make sense? All right, so like for instance, because that the RO machine takes a while to rebuild back up the store of RO water underneath the sink. So what I'm thinking is let me go ahead and drain the store into my bucket, and then that way I can use it, and then the next time when I go to water, I'll have 5 gallons in my bucket as well as the reservoir with 5 gallons. So let's drain that off. There we go. Now, I'll show you guys as well what it looks like, because it doesn't take, it's not like a huge effort or anything. Let's do, well, here, we'll do it like this. Get over there. Get over there, Charger. Charger. So these is my RO system. And so what I do is come under here and get all of my filtered water. And I have like found this little like way of propping the bucket so that I don't have to hold it while it does it. But we are using reverse osmosis, and those two are my storage tanks under here, which is what I was saying, that one and the one right there. And then the filters were up against the wall. Here, I'll show you again just to make sure you saw. Can you see? So yeah, so the filters are here, the reverse osmosis, and then these are the two storage tanks. I do have two because I need a lot more water than most people with the garden. So I am using 5 gallons total, 2.5 and 2.5 instead of just a 2.5 like most people have. So I do have the dual storage tanks. So probably this summer sometime instead of November, I'll have to change out my filters a little bit earlier. But again, I am getting double the amount of water out of mine. Just like now, I'm about to get 5 gallons. And then that way those can fill back up. And then later when I need it, I'll have 5 plus 5 more inside there. So I'll have 10 gallons plus the other 2.5 and 2.5 downstairs. So, I mean, if I need it, I'll have a total of 15 gallons. I just got to start making sure to prepare like this and get it a little bit early. We'll get you guys back set up in here just so that you can see what it is I'm doing now. And then let me go make sure I don't overflow this really fast. Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good. It's still filling up. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Alrighty. Let's take one more bone rip. I think I'm prepared. That last one got me. Cheers. Yeah. She got me. Right, let me double check this, make sure she's not running over. Not running over. All right, we're getting close. Come on. I need as much as I can get. Woo, 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 doo, doo. And doo, 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 doo. Come on. We're filling her up, you guys. This is like about as boring as watching grass grow. But I need all of it because then that way the tanks can be empty and refill. And then by the time that I go in the garden in an hour or two, there'll be another whole 5 gallons. So it'll be 10 gallons total instead of just the 5 available. Come on. Fill her up. Fill her up. We gotta be getting close. There we go. That'll work. That's 5 gallons. There we go. And now I'll have 10 gallons total. Boy. Well, I swear I do a lot of water lifting around here. Moving the water. I do also like to come in, shut off the lights, and then just double check to look at my room to make sure there's no lights on that I'm not aware of ever. And then everything is looking good. Cool, cool, cool. We're looking real good. We are. We're looking really good. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I had to go in there and check out some stuff. So yeah, so now we got water for later. So that's that. And in an hour when the lights cut on, I can take you guys in there if you want to see. But truly, I think we should prepare ourselves and take the bear to the dog pizzle, because when we go to the depizzle, she's a happy bear. And she says, yes. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. If we ask her if she wants to go, she's just going to say yes. But we should still ask her. What do y'all think? Y'all want to ask her? Let's do it. Hold on. Let me get this put back up here. Oh, Tadeki. Oh, Tadokies. I got a spot. Everything's got a spot. All right, let's do it like this. Hey, the bears. Doom. What about do you want to go to the dog park, dog park? Do you want to go to the dog park, dog park? Dog park, park. Oh, you do? Like that bad? Yeah? Even worse than that? Say dog park, dog park. Tell me. Say dog park, dog park. That bear, she wants to go. Oh, you do? You want to go? Yeah, you want Dad to get ready and go to dog park? Yeah, whole lots and lots. I like your little helicopter tail. Uh-huh. She's like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Daddy. All right, let's get her ready and we'll go. We'll take her to the dog pizzles. We'll take her to the old D pizzle. I'm getting ready. She's looking at me like, Daddy, don't you start something. We'll go to the dog park, dog park. All right, Burr, hold on. Let Daddy get on some shoes. And we'll go to the dog park, dog park. Yeah, I'm getting ready. You don't have to boost me around. I'm getting ready. We're gonna go to the dog park, dog park. I know. We're gonna go to the dog park, dog park. I know. Whoa, to the dog park, dog park. She says, let's go to the dog park, dog park. Are you excited to go? You do? You want goes? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm getting ready there, Bear. I'm getting dressed. I'm putting on my socks and my shoes. I'm getting dressed so we can go. Ay, ay, ay. You know when I sing this song if we're gonna go? I try not to sing it unless you're ready. We're gonna go to the dog park, dog park, dog park, dog park. Yeah, that's where she wants to go. She's just like, come on now. She's like stalking around, smelling everything, trying to basically tell me, hurry up, Daddy, hurry up. Tell them. Say, you know how to scooch, don't you? You know how to scooch me along. Say, dog park, dog park. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. All right, let Daddy finish this last little hits comes. This last one and we're gone. This last one and we're gone. Oh, this stuff is still nice and stonky. Nice and stalker from that damn dab. We're gonna go to the dog park, dog park. She's just sitting over there at the steps now, just like, I'm coming, Borg. Give me just a sec, baby. We're gonna go to the dog park, dog park. Cheers. Ooh. Alright. Alright, Bear. I cut it off. Daddy's getting up to go. It is the desert. Let's bring at least the little knife. I don't feel like bringing anything else. Did I leave? Where did I put the protection? Okay, I made sure I put it right. I always put it back, but I just like to check. Okay, and then my knife I don't want to bring, because I will just bring the pocket knife, because you just always got to have something here. I'm telling you, this is Arizona. You better bring you something. Like, even if it's just some kind of little something. Alright. And I got my glasses on, so that's for the sunglasses. Today, keys. Alright, Bar. So, and we shouldn't need any of this. Hold on, Bear. Let me double check my audio sounds good, and we're good to go. But yeah, we shouldn't need any of this. We should be good to go. Why can't I hear shit? Can you hear me? Huh. Why can't I hear any audio? Wait, let me refresh. It's got to be working, right? Hey, Meta. Yeah, so I know it's working. Hold on, because when it doesn't do that, it means it's connected. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Odd. All right, let's go. Everything's working. Mic's working. Glasses are doing. Now, the only thing is, you guys, I will have to put you in my Phuket for just a second, because I don't want to show off where I live exactly till we get around the bend. But then after that, I'll pull you guys right back out. I've heard crap. Oh my God, look at her. Hold on. Look at her. Could you be more like pathetic? Oh my goodness. We're going. We are. Oh my God, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go to the dog park. Well, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Jeez Louise. Do you see what I'm dealing with? Do you see what I'm dealing with? Well, I'm getting ready. Oh my goodness. I'm getting ready. We're going. Where's your leash? Did you get your leash? What'd you do with it? Well, I don't see it over here, Miss Bear. I don't see it over here. All right, hold on. Let's go get it in here. Hold on. All right, let's see. Here. Oh, there it is. All right, Daddy sees it. Yeah. All right, hold on. Hold on, Miss Bear. We gotta put you on your leashums. You gotta have your leash. Come here. Come here, Miss Ma'ams. Yes. Are you excited? Are you excited? All right, hold on. Now, let's put everybody in the pocket, and then we'll be right like 20 seconds. Y'all still be able to hear me. I'll still have. All right, uno momento. You'll hear me. You just can't see for just a sec. Just a segundo. Just a segundo. All right, dear Bear. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Uno momento. All right, come on, Nova the girl. Are you coming? Are you coming, girl? Yes, you are. Oh, come on. All right, guys, give me just a sec. Give me just a moment. I've just heard terrible things about you. Come on, Bear. We gotta get around the corner here. We gotta get around the corner. All right, I think this will be a safe enough location, and here we go. We're back. Sorry, you guys. All right, hold on. I'll let you see her because she's the star of the show. Bear. Look how she just like, she's not necessarily like ripping my arm off, but she's definitely like a determined pull. Like, it's not really like it's like, let's go, daddy. There are dogs over here to sniff. And well, until she finds a smell she wants to sniff. Yeah. Until we find a smell we want to sniff. Alrighty. We're on the way to the dog park. Yes, we are on the way to the dog park. Here we go. I'm Miss Bear. We're going. We are. You know what, too? I think today is the very last day that I'll even have the dog park code until I call and get it, Bear. I'll have to call tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Oh no, tomorrow will be the first. Oh good lord, all that fools and April Fools and. All right, is everybody ready to go off road? Here we go. She knows. Come on, Bear. We're going off road. Come on. Oh, it's so beautiful here, dude. I swear. There are days where I'm just like, I love it here. My heart has definitely fallen into Arizona. Little did I know I was a desert boy. I will say, too, I do so love not having the most voracious amount of mosquitoes ever. That's something very nice that I do not miss from Georgia, where the mosquitoes. Nope, I do not miss those mosquitoes. The mosquitoes were miserable in Georgia, and I hated them. That bear. Oh, there is a bunch of people up here today. Look at all the older people. They love it up here. Hold on. But they all have these tiny little doggos. Hold on, Stormy. We're here, but that doesn't mean you have to pull Daddy's arm off to get through here. Look at the little ones. Look at all the little ones. Oh, look at all the doggies. Is that Shay Shay? Is that Shay Shay? It looks like Shay. Like, I would almost bet that's Shay. It is Shay. I was like, I would almost bet that's Shay Shay. Baby, come on. Stormy. No, come on. Stay on the path. No. You can't just go up to everybody. Oh my gosh. She thinks she should. Of course, she wants you to pet her. Oh my. Yeah. Come on, Stormy. Hold on, Bear. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Baby, come here. Yeah, she's not aggressive at all. Stormy, come on. Hold on. Well, hold on.